So which would be my great-great-grandma, and the kids is great-great-great-grandma.
I'm just like overwhelmed, grateful for all of that. So I had to share that with you guys.
And today, here we have arrived. It's Scandinavian Days.
Good morning, all you good bits out there. It is Memorial Day weekend, and we are going on an adventure. It's what we do almost every other year, huh?
Yep.
This weekend is jam-packed full of stuff. So first thing we're doing is we're going down to my parents' house, gonna grab them, and then we go up and visit the cemeteries of some of our family members with my grandma and my parents. And we also hit Scandinavian Days and usually stop at a cool little diner at one of these little towns. A lot of my family's from southern Utah, and they're all just like little teeny towns spread out. So it's really, really fun and really, really pretty. And the kids love this tradition, huh guys? Mm-hmm. And so we are off. Yay, Memorial Day. Mom's driving, Dad's editing.
Hi everybody.
Okay, we made it to our first stop, and this is actually one of the coolest. It's one of the kind of old pioneer cemeteries. It's got a whole bunch of, like, from the Indian Wars and stuff like that, grave sites, so it's really cool. Makes you think of your ancestors and the stuff they went through to give us the good life we got, huh, Mom?
That's right.
That's right. Look down there. So cool. Alright, that's done with the first one. My grandma, I guess, so that is my grandma that's here with us. So it's the kids' great-grandma, and we just visited her grandma. So which would be my great-great-grandma, and the kids is great-great-great-grandma. But grandma's telling all these stories of when she was a little kid and what that grandma was like. She wore an apron all the time. She was like a perfect little grandma, and she just saw another one and she's like, oh, we lived in half her house, she was our landlady, you know, telling all these. My grandma is her short-term memory is not good. She can't remember what happened yesterday or what happened this morning. She has a really hard time remembering what happened 10 minutes ago, but her long-term memory is awesome. So bringing her up here, and she sees all these things, remembers these things, and tells the kids stories about when she was a little kid. Yes, Miley?
So when we were looking at the garlics, that's how you say the last name.
Yep, the garlics.
The garlics,
You're gonna have to talk loud. I'm gonna start the band. Ready?
Okay. The garlic stone, she was like walking behind me, she kinda like put her hand on my shoulder and she's like, oh, I remember when we were littler and all the little lambs that their mamas wouldn't take care of them. He'd take them home and put them in a little fence pen thing, and she said my grandma used to just go out with little bottles with nipples on them and feed all the little lambs that wouldn't be taken care of, and they'd grow up and stuff like that. So turns out that my great-great-great-grandma fed lambs through a fence just because her husband would bring them home. So that's pretty cool.
Cool stories from grandma.
Cool stories from grandma.
On to the next place.
Next place.
I was just over reading the memorial plaque for this cemetery, and this area was settled in like the year 1859, 1860. And the majority of the original graves were of mothers and children who died from childbirth complications and just accidents and things. They didn't even mention like husbands or whatever, but it just made me super grateful for modern medicine and being born in this time. There's so many headstones for like babies and young kids, and I'm just very grateful for the family I have and that we're able to have the life that we have, and it's because of people that came before us that paved the way for all that I have, and I'm just like overwhelmed grateful for all of that. So I had to share that with you guys. It's amazing. Family history and knowing where you came from is really important. So that's all.
Avengers Infinity War is paying at the drive-in.
What? Payson Drive-In! It's still around. That's pretty cool.
I want to do
We should come down here. We should do that.
tonight.
Alright, we're done with another cemetery, and now we're off to get
Lunch at a local diner that my dad really loves, so we stop here every year.
So good.
burgers.
Look forward to it every year.
Yay!
Going for a drink, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of expression. And he was like,
Dad was very nice and got me a pastrami burger, and it was delicious.
So good.
They put like pepper jack cheese on it, so it was just like a little bitty, but the pastrami was super salty, and so I super loved it.
Yay!
Really good.
thanks, Dad.
No tomatoes.
I got his tomato. I get it every time. Did you guys like lunch?
Yes! Always. I love it.
Scan.
Well, while we were out in the boots today, I got some travel size shampoos, conditioners, face washes, things like that for my trip with Grace next week. Super pumped. Ready, Dad?
No,
Yay.
not ready.
He doesn't want me to leave for a week, but I am going to.
This cemetery has tons of cool, huge pine trees. Really pretty.
And today, here we have arrived. It's Scandinavian days. Hi guys. Okay. Hi. You look awake, Miley. I'm actually really tired. I don't know why. Maybe because I stayed up till like 11:30 last night. Not my fault. Yeah, here we go. Scandinavian days, and I'm glowing.
Our ancestors came from Scandinavia, so we come up here every year to check it out.
Yep.
to fly playing
We were
your
in the
games?
middle of our big booty game and she's like,
Jacob.
She's just all like, These are Eagle-skeepers.
Yeah.
That Dad just brought to us on the grass, and we're just
So
gonna eat them up.
They're like sweet round pancake donut things with Nutella or raspberry and powdered sugar on them.
Yeah, they're really good. Here we go. Yeah, just get it, Dad. Oh yeah. Get it in the beard. Here we go. Oh yes. Here we go.
Eagle-skeepers down. Scandinavian days. I think they have the Scandinavian activities at a different part of town. I don't think we're gonna have time to go over there. But we ate Eagle-skeepers, those were good.
They were good. Eagle-skeepers.
And saw a little bit of a talent show. We liked that. Ooh, and a car show. We saw a car show too, that was cool. Had some old Broncos. All right, now we're heading to Spring City, which is a really old city that's way off the beaten path and feels like it's just been left alone by time, huh?
Yeah.
By modern.
I like it a lot.
It's like it's still like it was back 100 years ago. It's pretty cool. We'll go check it out.
There you got it.
Good job, dude.
There you got it. Oh wow.
It's very detailed.
It is very detailed. That is very pretty.
I have one at home.
You do.
So I was like this, and I was like,
Yeah.
and I made that noise, and I didn't know I could do it still. So I was like, oh, Dad, I did it! These people walked by us, and they're like, oh, good job! I was like,
I did it. Alright you guys, we're gonna end the vlog here. We've had a fun day eating good food and spending time with grandmas and grandpas and looking at cool houses. We're gonna end it now. So, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Next adventure, be the good. Bye!
See you tomorrow, guys! Are we doing s'mores tonight? Are we camping?
yeah.
Then what's the answer to that?
I got hot dogs and s'mores today in some row!
Yay, hot dogs and s'mores! So good. Whoa, that was a giant bite. Whoa. Handled it with no problem.